Good afternoon YouTube friends, my name's Jackie and welcome back to Gone Potty Gardening. We're now in spring and finally a dry day. The gardens are sodding. We've had so much rain, haven't we? We even had some snow this week. But I've been through all my seeds and I've got absolutely loads. Look. So I'm going to start planting today. I'm just going to go through them and start them off because, you know, we should be getting some dry weather soon, shouldn't we? And the temperatures should go up as well, so I'm hoping that anyway. I think I'm going to start off with the Roma tomatoes first. We did really well with them last year and I want to grow a few more and not so many of the different varieties. So I'm going to get doing potting them. And there's also, actually there's two more varieties, but I'm not going to grow as many. This is St. Pierre, which are big beef tomatoes, beefsteak, and some little, what are they called? They're just called red cherry. So they'll be quite nice. There's me saying it's not raining, now it is. Anyway, every year I save these and I start off my seedlings in there and then pot them on after. So I'm going to use these for the tomato seeds. I'll just plant a few in each little cup. They've got holes in the bottom. I drilled little holes in the bottom. I had a bag of compost outside, so that was handy. Well, there's two more bags actually, although the bags are soaking wet. They were from last year. So I'm just going to fill these with the compost. Set out a few trays basically. I expect everyone's going mad now sowing their seeds. I generally would have started a few more by now, but the temperatures haven't been right, and if you, of course, you lose quite a few then to the cold, unless you've got them indoors or covered up. So yeah, there's my three little trays. There's my three little cups that'll start me off first. I'm not sure how many seeds you get in these packets. We always found Roma really good. We freeze them and use them. We've used them all year round from last year. So it's great. Let's just see how many seeds we get in here. Oh, you get quite a few. Quite a few, I don't know if you can see. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll probably plant about 5 in each of these, and then when they get big enough I'll pop them on. It's always better to plant more because you might lose some. Some might not germinate. So I'd much rather plant more than I need. It's so relaxing planting seeds. I know it's a bit of a long job, but very relaxing as well. And you get some lovely tomatoes at the end of it. Hard to think that when you're planting these little tiny seeds. So I've planted 5 seeds in each one of these pots. So 50 tomatoes. Now you might not all, they might all not germinate. You might get weak ones. So I end up picking out the better ones when they do come through and get a little bit bigger. And these I'll be keeping indoors under the heat just to germinate. And hopefully by then the weather have warmed up quite a bit and I'll be able to bring them out here and cover them in the evenings. So that's my Roma. I'm just going to do the labels. So I've just bought these lolly sticks from the craft shop, and I'm writing on them with the biro, which is okay, it works alright. With the black pen I can never find one that stays on alright, I don't smudge or so. This I found the best thing for me at the moment. So there we are, that's all the Roma done, and what I'll do later on is take them inside. I won't water them because the soil's quite damp where it's been outside in the bag, and put them under on heat and light until they germinate, and then I'll probably just put them on the windowsill after that, indoors, and I won't be bringing them out until they're quite a sturdy plant. So that's me done with doing all the tomatoes. I've planted quite a few in each one of the beefsteak and the cherry ones, and I'll just pick out the better plants, but these all will need potting on again before they go into their final position. And the polytunnel, when the sun's out, is quite warm actually. It's about 15 degrees, but I've been looking ahead at the weather and it does look like it's going to be getting a bit warmer during the day, so these will have to go inside. But things like cabbages, seeds and all stuff like that, brassicas, I shall let germinate in the polytunnel, and I will cover them with a piece of plastic or fleece, and they will germinate in the polytunnel. They'll be fine. I'll show you some seeds that I got through the post, and I absolutely love the packaging, so I thought I'd tell you about them. Really, I'm not sponsored or anything like that, but yeah, they're from a company called So Diverse. So if you look that up, they're in Ireland. But I love the little packaging. I'll show you what I got. Make sure that's all of them. It's always good as well, isn't it, to support little businesses. And they weren't expensive, no more than they would be if you went to a garden centre. So I've got cannellini beans, but look at the packaging, it's so cute. Yeah, I've never grown them. I just want to have a go at them and see how I get on. So there'll be plenty of digging trenches and stuff like that, which I should do now really, because the ground's so wet. These are white Spanish butter beans. Plenty of beans, all for the beans. What's this then? Oh, Cherokee Trail of Tears. And you can get unusual seeds from there. That's what I liked. Oh, I found some more tomatoes. I better do them. Brad's Atomic Grape tomatoes. And Cairns Family Swede. So yeah, if you're in Ireland and you want something a little bit different, have a look at their website. So Diverse. I don't know if you've got social media. I think they're on Instagram as well. But yeah, really good. There's also a little story on some of these of how they came about, these particular type of seeds. Also, you know, your growing instructions on there. Yeah, so lovely. I seem to have loads to do, loads to catch up on because of the weather, but I shall enjoy it. You know, the greenhouse still needs cleaning on the outside, or something went wrong with the sprayer, so I had to take it back to the company. So hopefully I'll hear from them soon. I could do it with a pressure washer, but as long as I don't go too near to it to split the polycarbonate, you know. But I think I'll just hang on for the sprayer. That'll do it. So yeah, I've done the tomatoes. They're all going indoors, and it's going to be a day of sowing. I'll show you quickly what I've got going on in the polytunnel. So along here I've got some Musselburgh leeks, and they're some of the onions that have been planted, and I potted them on in the last video, I think. And these are the Groninger sprouts. They've come up really well, haven't they? And the all year round cauliflower, they're doing okay, although on some of the leaves you can see they've been chewed, look. So I'll be moving them from there. So there's not loads growing in the polytunnel at the moment because of the weather, because of the temperatures, but now it's time to get into gear and get sowing. So it'll probably be a couple of weeks of flat out sowing. Yeah, I don't know if you're like me, I've got a few different gardening books, but there's one particular book that's really lovely, and I'm sure you'd love it. But it's called The 10-Minute Gardener. I think Georgia off of a subscriber of my channel told me about it. And it is really a nice book just thought I'd put it out there in case you wanted to have a look. But yeah, it sort of goes through each month, and little jobs and tips and hints. It's really good. Anyway, I thought I'd put that there. Now I've got some peppers of Helen's. These, what are these ones? Hungarian hot wax. So I'm just going to pop them on for her, and then probably get on with some more seed sowing. Now I've got a few plans for this year. There's a couple of beds that are broken. I'm going to have to repair those. But I also want to continue bringing the garden closer to the house. It's like a future-proof age thing, you know, when you're getting on a bit. I know I'm not that old, but yeah, just to make things a bit easier when you have your bad days. But yeah, so I'll gradually be moving some of the beds. Obviously not when they've got things in them, but there's one now that I could move, which is in the way of the lawnmower, so I'll probably be doing that. And then I need to do some canes for the beans that I showed you. I'll probably do a no-dig cane bed for that, because that's much quicker. Just put the cardboard down and the dirt, the sticks in. I also want to make a couple of nice arches in the garden. I've already got one, but that's falling apart now. I made that out of the branches, so I'll take you along with me when I make those, in case you want to make them. But yeah, I kind of have this image in my mind of having different areas in the garden and going through the archway to that part, you know. I have some wild ideas, you know, but yeah. And I've cleaned out the outhouse and set up a little saw, you know, so it'll make it much easier. And yeah, and also I need to make some surrounds for the fruit trees, so I can put wood chip and stuff in it. Just makes it easier when you're trying to use a lawnmower to have an edge, you know, or a strimmer. So yeah, there's lots to do. I'm hoping the raspberries do well this year. A couple of them haven't come through, but you know, I can always, if I get any suckers, I can easily replace them with them. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. I've also got a long piece of guttering for the strawberries. I've got to put that up, so take you along with that. And yeah, lots of little things really. All the pots outside with all the roses and that all need weeding. There's a lot of weeding, but like I say, it's been so wet. But I will catch up with all that. With these peppers, I'm going to use these containers, which are pint glasses, but they're obviously not glass. And I reuse them every year for things like this. So I want to plant these. These are in these little tiny cells at the moment, so I'm just going to use this little gardening tool and prise them out of there. So they're like that. And I've made a hole in there. And what I want to do is plant them as deep in there as I can, so there's just the first 2 or 3 leaves poking out. So I'll just fill it up like that. Press it down more. And I'll be taking these back indoors. I've got some other ones indoors which are sweet peppers, and they're doing all right. They're a little bit bigger than these actually. Just under light, you know. Obviously I used heat to get them going, but yeah, so I just plant them deep down like that in the pot and take them back in. So I'll get on with that. So that's the peppers all done. So I'll take them back indoors now, and they will have to be potted on into their final pots, but that won't be until probably beginning of May. And then it should be warm enough in here and temperatures settle, you know, and I'll be able to keep them out here. But for now, they have to go back indoors. I was just thinking about the seedlings, you know, the ones I showed you over there that are getting nibbled and stuff. Well, up here, I'll show you. Up there is a rack. If I take all them sticks off of it, I might put some string around the corners in each corner and hang it a bit lower, and then I'll be able to put some of them seedlings on there and nothing be able to get to them. But also, from that part there to there, I've got some short scaffold boards, and I might do the same and do it either side. You know, there. to the next strut, and then I'll be able to put some of the seedlings on there in the trays. I think that would be a good idea. I've also got lots of bulbs to plant, so we'll do that in the week as well. Hopefully we get some, fingers crossed, some dry weather. But yeah, plenty of bulbs to put in. I found some dahlias as well, so yeah, they were up there, so I have to put them in. But for now, I've tucked all the plants away. That's all I do, cover them with a bit of polythene, and same on the other side. But we'll get on with making some of them long planks for the to put the seedling trays on. I think that'll work really great. It'll be out of the way of any slugs or anything like that, but I'll still cover them, you know. I might have to get another go out and get a bit more polythene, but yeah, the polythene works well, and it actually did get up to 20 degrees in here today, so not bad at all. So for now, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll see you in the next video when we do the shelving, the raised shelving for the seedlings. Take care, everyone. Let me know how you're doing in your garden. Take care. Bye.